This book explores 12 fundamental laws of karma that provide deep insights and practical wisdom to help you navigate life's challenges and unlock your true potential. These lessons will empower you to take control of your life and create the reality you desire. They cover various topics, including the law of cause and effect and the law of significance and inspiration. As you begin this enlightening journey, you will learn how the principles of creation, growth, and humility can change your mindset and approach to life. You will discover the significance of being accountable for your actions, prioritizing what truly counts, and fostering meaningful relationships with others. Understanding the laws of giving, hospitality, living in the present moment, change, patience, and reward can teach you important lessons about generosity, mindfulness, and navigating life's transitions with grace and resilience. Every lesson is crafted to guide you on a path towards a more meaningful and satisfying life. You will gain valuable tools and perspectives to develop a positive mindset, foster stronger connections, and accomplish your aspirations. By grasping and implementing these enduring principles, you will not only revolutionize your own life, but also motivate and uplift those around you. If you're looking to grow personally, find meaning and purpose, or just live a more fulfilling life, 12 Laws of Karma is the perfect guide for you. It will help you unlock the power of karma and tap into your limitless potential. Prepare yourself for an incredible adventure of personal growth and positive change. Lesson 1. The Law of Cause and Effect. Felice was a bright young woman who had always been captivated by the complex mechanisms of the universe. She had heard about the law of cause and effect since childhood, but it was only through personal experience that she grasped its immense power. One day, in a hurry to get to work, Felice chose to forgo her usual morning routine of assisting an elderly neighbor with his groceries. She rationalized her decision, believing that her busy schedule would prevent her from assisting him, and that someone else would surely step in. Later that day, Felice encountered a problem when her car suddenly stopped working on the side of the road. She patiently waited for hours, hoping for someone's assistance, but unfortunately, no one came to her aid. As she sat in her car, thinking about what had happened, Felice realized that her choice to not assist her neighbor had caused a series of events to unfold. She unintentionally found herself in a situation where she needed help, but there was no one around to offer it, all because she didn't take the time to assist someone in need. Felice found this experience to be a pivotal moment. She started to become more mindful of her actions and how they affected the world around her. She realized that every decision she made, regardless of its size, could have a significant impact on the energy around her. Felice was determined to make a positive impact, so she made a conscious effort to perform acts of kindness and generosity whenever possible. She dedicated her time to local charities, generously sharing her skills and expertise with those in need, and consistently offering assistance to those around her. Felice noticed a significant change in her life as she continued to live in accordance with the law of cause and effect. She effortlessly attracted opportunities and blessings, and was always surrounded by a supportive network of friends and loved ones who offered help and guidance whenever she needed it. Felice discovered that, by prioritizing the creation of positive causes, she experienced positive outcomes in her life. She grasped the concept that the law of cause and effect was not concerned with punishment or reward, but rather a neutral principle that mirrored the energy she emitted into the world. Felice's experiences and insights resonated deeply with others, making her a source of inspiration and hope. She motivated others to be accountable for their actions and to prioritize making positive changes in the world through small acts. Felice had learned through her experience with the law of cause and effect that she could shape her reality by making choices and taking action. She understood that by leading a purposeful, caring, and giving life, she could foster a world brimming with love, happiness, and prosperity, not just for herself, but for everyone in her vicinity. The law of cause and effect, also referred to as the Great Law or the Law of Karma, is a fundamental principle in the realm of karma. This law explains that every action, thought, or choice we make results in an effect or consequence. To put it simply, we will experience the consequences of our actions. Grasping and accepting this law is essential for personal development and building a satisfying life. This principle forms the basis for all other laws of karma and serves as a strong reminder that we have control over our own destiny. The law of cause and effect applies to both the physical and spiritual realms. Our actions have real-world effects. Take exercising regularly and maintaining a healthy diet as an example. By doing so, we can expect to improve our overall health and well-being. On the other hand, if we develop unhealthy habits such as smoking or excessive drinking, we might experience adverse effects on our health. This principle can be applied to various aspects of our lives, including our relationships, careers, personal growth, and financial success. Every decision we make, regardless of its size, adds to the intricate fabric of our life's journey. At a deeper level, the law of cause and effect goes beyond our actions and includes our thoughts, intentions, and energy. Our thoughts and emotions have the power to attract similar vibrations into our lives. If we consistently hold onto negative thoughts and feelings such as anger, jealousy, or resentment, we increase the likelihood of attracting negative experiences and relationships into our lives. Alternatively, by nurturing positive thoughts, gratitude, and compassion, we can attract more positivity and abundance into our lives. The significance of inner work and personal transformation is emphasized by the spiritual dimension of the law of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect operates without any form of judgment. Karma functions as a neutral force that mirrors our actions and intentions rather than a system of punishment or reward. We have the power to shape our own future, and the things that happen to us are a direct reflection of the decisions we make and the energy we project. This knowledge enables us to assume accountability for our lives and make informed choices that are in line with our best interests. In order to tap into the potential of the law of cause and effect, it is important for us to acknowledge our actions and be aware of the outcomes they may produce. Through intentional decision-making that aligns with our values and goals, we have the power to cultivate a life that is rich in purpose, happiness, and fulfillment. It's important to have a good understanding of ourselves, reflect on our thoughts and actions, and be open to gaining knowledge from our life lessons. It involves examining our thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors, and making the necessary adjustments to manifest the reality we want. Releasing the victim mindset and acknowledging our ability to shape our own reality is part of the law of cause. By shifting our perspective, we can take responsibility for our own actions and choices, and actively strive to create the life we want. By changing our perspective, we can truly take control of our lives and actively engage in our personal development and change. The ripple effect is a significant aspect of the law of cause and effect. Every action we take, regardless of its size, can lead to a series of outcomes, whether positive or negative. One small act of kindness, for instance, has the power to inspire others to do the same, spreading positivity beyond our own circle. In the same way, a negative action can trigger a chain of events that result in suffering and conflict. Grasping the wide-ranging effects of our choices can assist us in making more mindful and empathetic decisions. Implementing the law of cause and effect in our daily lives requires being aware and purposeful. It involves being fully engaged in the present and making decisions that are in line with our core values and aspirations. It involves being accountable for our thoughts, words, and actions, and being open to learning and developing from our experiences. By fostering this level of awareness and responsibility, we can build a life that is filled with significance, intention, and satisfaction. In today's fast-paced society, many people are drawn to instant gratification and tend to shy away from discomfort or challenges. Nevertheless, it's important to remember that the most valuable and enduring rewards are often the result of consistent effort and perseverance over time. By maintaining our focus on our long-term objectives and making decisions that promote our personal growth and overall well-being, we can cultivate a life filled with abundance and contentment. Comprehension of the law of cause and effect also involves recognizing the significance of forgiveness. When we hold on to anger, resentment, or grudges, it can generate negative energy that attracts more negativity into our lives. When we make the choice to forgive, we let go of negative energy and open ourselves up to positive experiences and relationships. Forgiveness involves not condoning hurtful actions or enabling further harm. Instead, it is a deliberate decision to release the past and concentrate on building a better future. Gratitude is emphasized by the law of cause and effect. By directing our attention towards the positive aspects and abundance in our lives, we naturally draw in more of these things. Developing a gratitude practice, like maintaining a gratitude journal or showing appreciation to others, can change our mindset from focusing on what we lack to recognizing abundance. When we consistently focus on the positive aspects of our lives, we generate a positive energy that draws in more positivity and opportunities. Applying the law of cause and effect in our relationships is crucial. The way we approach our interactions with others greatly affects the quality of our relationships. When we treat others with kindness, compassion, and respect, it helps to build a positive relationship based on trust, connection, and mutual support. On the other hand, when we participate in negative actions such as criticism, judgment, or manipulation, we establish a harmful atmosphere that gradually damages the well-being and contentment of our relationships. When it comes to personal growth and self-improvement, understanding the law of cause and effect can be incredibly transformative. By assuming accountability for our thoughts, beliefs, and actions, we can recognize patterns and habits that might hinder us from realizing our maximum potential. By taking the time to reflect on ourselves, gaining knowledge, and actively working towards our objectives, we can implement beneficial transformations that are in line with our personal values and aspirations. This process of personal growth is continuous, demanding patience, perseverance, and a readiness to acquire knowledge and adjust. Our larger societal and global context is also subject to the law of cause and effect. The decisions we make as people, communities, and nations have wide-ranging effects that affect the overall welfare of everyone. By making deliberate choices that prioritize compassion, sustainability, and the greater good, we can work towards creating a world that is fair, balanced, and peaceful. We must all make a dedicated effort to grasp the interconnections between everything and acknowledge our role in shaping the world. By grasping and embracing this fundamental principle of karma, we can gain control over our destiny, bring about positive change, and lead a purposeful and fulfilling life. Understanding and applying the law of cause and effect involves being mindful, taking responsibility, and being open to learning and personal growth. By consistently putting in effort and being dedicated to our own growth and the growth of others, we can tap into the potential of this universal law to create a better future for everyone. Lesson 2. The law of creation. This law indicates that we are not just passive spectators of our lives, but active creators with the power to bring our deepest desires and aspirations into reality. By grasping and aligning ourselves with the principles of creation, we can unlock our maximum potential and manifest a life filled with purpose, abundance, and fulfillment. The fundamental principle of the law of creation is that our thoughts and beliefs directly influence our experiences. The human mind possesses immense power, influencing our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. By maintaining a mindset centered on positivity, we generate a vibrational frequency that draws in comparable energies and opportunities. On the other hand, if we focus on positive thoughts and empowering beliefs, we unlock our potential and pave the way for personal growth and happiness. Most of us go about our lives on autopilot, letting unconscious patterns and conditioning shape our experiences. By incorporating mindfulness into our mental processes, we can recognize the thoughts and beliefs that might be limiting us and intentionally opt for more empowering and expansive alternatives. This involves being open and truthful with ourselves, questioning our beliefs, and being receptive to different viewpoints. The power of intention is a fundamental aspect of the law of creation. By establishing precise and focused intentions for our desired outcomes, we effectively communicate our desires to the universe. Understanding our intentions helps us navigate towards our goals, as they serve as a guiding force for our thoughts, actions, and energy. To make the most of intention, it's crucial to concentrate on our desires instead of our non-desires. When we focus on positive outcomes, we attract those experiences into our lives. Visualization is a powerful tool that can help you align with the law of creation. By forming clear and detailed mental images of what we want to achieve, we can activate our subconscious mind and harness the creative potential of our imagination. Visualization is a powerful tool that helps us connect our present reality with the future we want to create. It allows us to feel and experience the emotions and sensations of our desired outcomes as if they were already happening. Through regular visualization practice, we can train our minds to shift focus from limitations to possibilities, allowing us to embrace new opportunities and experiences. The law of creation emphasizes the significance of aligning our actions with our intentions. We need to take action in order to make our desired outcomes a reality. It's not just about positive thinking or visualization. This involves trusting our instincts, making informed decisions, and being open to stepping beyond our familiar boundaries. When we align our actions with our intentions, we communicate a strong message to the universe that we are committed to our goals and prepared to embrace the opportunities and resources needed to accomplish them. One of the challenges in working with the law of creation is the inclination to become fixated on particular results. It's crucial to have clear intentions and goals, but it's just as important to let go of how those goals will come to fruition. The universe has a knack for delivering what we need in surprising ways. Being fixated on certain outcomes can hinder our ability to embrace the blessings and opportunities that are meant for us. When we embrace, trust, and surrender, we unlock a world of endless possibilities. Gratitude holds significant influence in the law of creation. By adopting a mindset of gratitude, our perspective on life changes. We start to see the abundance around us, and as a result, we invite more positive experiences and opportunities into our lives. Expressing gratitude allows us to acknowledge the blessings and miracles that surround us, fostering a positive energy that attracts even more goodness into our lives. Through regular gratitude practice, our minds become attuned to finding the positive in any circumstance, propelling us towards the fulfillment of our greatest aspirations. The law of creation also serves as a reminder of how everything is interconnected. We create as part of a larger web of energy and consciousness, not in isolation. The impact of our thoughts, intentions, and actions reaches far beyond our own lives, shaping the collective reality of all beings. By embracing love, compassion, and service, we can play a part in healing and evolving the planet and its inhabitants. Most people have underlying beliefs that can hinder their ability to achieve their desired life. These beliefs are often influenced by previous experiences, societal conditioning, and family patterns, and they can become deeply rooted in our minds. By becoming aware of these limiting beliefs and intentionally replacing them with more empowering ones, we can liberate ourselves from the constraints of the past and embrace new possibilities. The law of creation encourages us to foster a spirit of creativity and playfulness in our lives. Life becomes a boundless realm of possibilities when we embrace curiosity, wonder, and exploration. We encourage ourselves to think ambitiously, to delve into fresh concepts and opportunities, and to showcase our distinct abilities and talents in the world. When we foster our creativity and embrace a playful mindset, we connect with the positive and abundant energy of the universe, attracting more chances to grow and express ourselves. The law of creation also emphasizes the significance of being patient and persistent in the manifestation process. Understanding the connection between our thoughts and reality can sometimes be challenging, as their manifestation may not always happen as we anticipate. Trusting in the wisdom of the universe and maintaining faith and detachment are crucial as we pursue our goals. When we stay focused on our intentions, take inspired action, and let go of attachment to specific outcomes, we create the right conditions for our desires to come true at the perfect time and in the right way. Through the utilization of our thoughts, beliefs, and intentions, we have the ability to actively shape our reality. This allows us to attract positive opportunities and relationships, resulting in a more fulfilling life. By incorporating practices like mindfulness, intention setting, visualization, and gratitude, we can tap into the creative power of the universe and unleash our true potential. By embracing the law of creation and taking responsibility for our creations, we can contribute to the healing and evolution of ourselves and the world. This will result in a brighter and more abundant future for everyone. Lesson 3. The Law of Growth. The law of growth, a basic principle of karma, explains that we are always evolving and expanding, both as people and as a collective. This law implies that our soul's purpose is to gain knowledge, develop, and change, and that every experience we come across presents a chance for personal growth. By grasping and embracing the law of growth, we can actively engage in our own spiritual and personal development, welcoming the challenges and opportunities that life brings. The fundamental principle of the law of growth is that we are constantly evolving and never remaining stagnant. Similar to a seed's ability to transform into a towering tree, we also possess the capacity for boundless development and progress. Our experiences, regardless of how we perceive them, provide the foundation for our personal growth and development. Understanding the law of growth means acknowledging that every challenge, setback, and obstacle presents an opportunity to delve deeper, gain self-awareness, and develop new strengths and qualities. An essential element of the law of growth is the significance of being aware of oneself. In order to fully engage in our own evolution, it is important for us to sincerely analyze our thoughts, beliefs, and patterns of behavior. This process may sometimes feel uncomfortable as it requires us to reflect on ourselves, including our limitations, fears, and shadows. However, when we become aware of these aspects of ourselves, we open the door to healing, integration, and transformation. We gain an understanding of the ways we may be hindering our progress and cultivate the bravery and determination to overcome restrictive patterns and beliefs. The aspect of this law also involves being open to stepping outside of our comfort zones. Expanding our horizons and embracing new challenges is an essential part of personal growth. It can be quite difficult, as our minds are naturally inclined to prioritize safety and security, and to be resistant to uncertainty and change. However, when we embrace the discomfort of growth, we allow ourselves to explore new possibilities, gain new experiences, and discover different ways of being. We gain confidence and courage to chase our dreams and aspirations as we learn to trust in our own resilience and adaptability. The law of growth emphasizes the significance of assuming responsibility for our own evolution. Our responses and learning from experiences are within our control, despite external influences. When we take responsibility for our own growth and development, we gain the ability to make significant changes in our lives. We understand that we have control over our own lives and play an active role in shaping our future. By adopting a different perspective, we can tackle challenges with a mindset of curiosity and openness rather than being overwhelmed by fear and resistance. Comparing ourselves to others can be a challenge when it comes to embracing the law of growth. In our society, where accomplishments and triumphs are often prioritized over personal growth and finding ourselves, it's common to compare our value and advancement to external benchmarks. Nonetheless, the law of growth serves as a reminder that our individual journey is distinct and personal, and that there is no universal method for personal development. By staying true to ourselves and embracing our own journey, we liberate ourselves from the burden of meeting others' expectations and deadlines. We come to rely on the wisdom of our own journey and to appreciate our development and advancement, regardless of how minor or gradual it may appear. The law of growth encourages us to embrace a mindset of curiosity and openness, enabling us to approach life with fresh perspective and a desire to learn. It's important to be open-minded and willing to change our beliefs in order to grow and expand. Embracing a fresh perspective allows us to gain new insights, see things from different angles, and explore new possibilities. We become more open to receiving feedback and guidance, and we cultivate a greater ability to be flexible and adaptable. This perspective enables us to view challenges and setbacks as chances for personal development and progress, rather than as obstacles to our self-perception. There might be occasions when we experience a sense of being stuck, stagnant, or even regressing. These periods may be challenging and demotivating, but they are crucial for personal development. Many times, the most significant inner growth happens during moments of apparent stillness or regression. By embracing our personal experiences and allowing ourselves to adapt and evolve, we open up opportunities for profound change and healing. The law of growth also emphasizes the significance of being kind to oneself and embracing one's true self. It's important to be kind, understanding, and patient with ourselves as we navigate personal growth. Growth can be challenging, uncomfortable, and at times even painful. It is crucial to provide ourselves with the same level of compassion and support that we would offer to a cherished friend or family member. Practicing self-compassion allows us to create a safe and nurturing space for our personal growth, while also building resilience and self-love. The knowledge about the law of growth involves recognizing the interconnectedness of all beings and how our personal growth impacts the larger development of humanity and the planet. As we engage in personal transformation, we not only benefit ourselves, but we also create a ripple effect of positive change that extends beyond our own lives. By understanding the law of growth and dedicating ourselves to our own personal development, we can become catalysts for healing and positive change in the world. This contributes to the overall awakening and progress of all people. The law of growth encourages us to embrace the power of intention and visualization in our personal evolution. When we have a clear vision of what we want and regularly imagine ourselves achieving it, we greatly increase our chances of making it happen. Our intentions and visualizations serve as a guiding force, directing our thoughts, actions, and energy towards reaching our fullest potential. When we stay focused on our goals and visualize our ideal future, we attract the experiences and opportunities we want. Regularly participating in activities that nurture our inner world and connection to the divine can greatly support our growth and transformation. These activities can include meditation, yoga, prayer, journaling, and more. These practices allow us to develop a stronger sense of self-awareness, intuition, and inner peace. They also create a space for us to deeply reflect on and integrate our experiences. When we make a habit of engaging in spiritual practices, we lay a strong groundwork for our own personal development and progress. Surrounding ourselves with supportive and uplifting people who encourage and inspire our personal evolution is crucial. As the law of growth reminds us, our choice of companions greatly influences our thoughts, beliefs, and actions. It is crucial to develop connections that resonate with our core values and aspirations. Surrounding ourselves with people who are dedicated to personal growth and development creates a strong support system that motivates and pushes us to achieve new levels of self-improvement. We can gain valuable knowledge and understanding by sharing our experiences and insights. Together, we create a supportive environment for personal growth and transformation. The law of growth serves as a strong reminder of our natural capacity for change and progress. By embracing this law and dedicating ourselves to our own personal growth, we unlock the boundless opportunities that lie before us. We understand that each obstacle, setback, and chance is an opportunity to broaden our awareness, heal our hurts, and showcase our individual abilities and talents to the world. As we engage in personal growth, we not only change ourselves, but also play a part in healing and advancing the planet and all its inhabitants. The law of growth encourages us to embrace personal evolution as a transformative principle. We acknowledge that every experience, regardless of its nature, presents a chance for learning, growth, and transformation. By engaging in self-awareness, pushing our boundaries, owning our personal growth, embracing a curious mindset, and showing ourselves kindness, we pave the way for significant development and progress. By embracing personal growth and cultivating a supportive network, we can become catalysts for positive change, playing a part in the healing and awakening of all. Let's all embrace the law of growth and bravely embark on the journey of personal transformation for our own benefit and the betterment of the world. Lesson 4. The Law of Humility. The law of humility invites us to embrace a path of selfless service and surrender to the greater unfolding of life. This law emphasizes that genuine power and fulfillment come from prioritizing the greater good over personal desires and avoiding self-centeredness. When we embrace the law of humility, we gain access to profound wisdom, compassion, and grace. This connection brings us a greater sense of purpose and meaning that goes beyond our own lives. The law of humility emphasizes the interconnectedness of all people and the impact our actions and choices can have on others. Operating from a place of humility allows us to acknowledge that our achievements and successes are not solely due to our own efforts. They are also influenced by the support and circumstances that have shaped our journey. This comprehension cultivates a profound feeling of thankfulness and admiration for the interconnectedness of life that supports us, and it motivates us to approach our own contributions with a sense of respect and duty. In our society, which often prioritizes personal success and self-promotion, it can be difficult to fully embrace a lifestyle of humility and selfless dedication. Yet, by letting go of our ego and the need for validation from others, we open up room for a more profound sense of purpose and satisfaction to arise. We find that genuine happiness and fulfillment come from aligning with our core values and dedicating ourselves to making a positive impact on the world. One crucial element of the law of humility involves developing a mindset of attentiveness and openness. By embracing humility, we come to realize that we don't possess all the answers and that there is an endless realm of knowledge and exploration awaiting us. We develop a greater receptiveness to the wisdom and insights of others, and we foster a willingness to accept feedback and guidance with grace and openness. We can tap into the wisdom of the universe and align ourselves with the natural flow of life, supporting our personal growth and evolution. We are encouraged by the law of humility to embrace forgiveness and compassion for ourselves and others. Operating from a humble perspective allows us to acknowledge our shared humanity and the inevitable mistakes, challenges, and setbacks we encounter in life. Instead of criticizing or blaming ourselves or others for their flaws, we develop a mindset of compassion and empathy towards life. We understand that people are making their best efforts with the knowledge and resources available to them. We offer forgiveness and compassion as a means of healing for the world's wounds. Embracing the law of humility can be challenging due to the fear of vulnerability and the discomfort of relinquishing control. When we embrace humility and let go of control, we may experience vulnerability and uncertainty, as if we are venturing into unfamiliar territory without a clear plan or goal. However, it is during these moments of vulnerability and surrender that we can undergo significant growth and transformation. When we release our need for control and have faith in the universe's wisdom, we unlock a world of unforeseen possibilities and opportunities. The law of humility also emphasizes the significance of serving others and making contributions as a means to achieve personal fulfillment and spiritual growth. Shifting our focus from personal gain to the well-being of others and the greater good of the world allows us to discover a profound sense of purpose and meaning that goes beyond our own desires and concerns. We understand that our special abilities and talents are not just for ourselves, but should be shared and used to contribute to the betterment of life. When we embrace the spirit of service, we experience a deep sense of joy and fulfillment that comes from positively impacting the lives of others. Life becomes a never-ending journey of growth and discovery when we embrace humility. We understand that our knowledge of the world is always evolving and expanding. We foster a mindset of curiosity and awe, and we embrace fresh insights and different perspectives that may question our current beliefs and assumptions. We can tap into a deeper well of wisdom and understanding by being open to learning and growth, aligning ourselves with the ever-unfolding mystery of life. The law of humility encourages us to embrace simplicity and detach ourselves from material possessions and external markers of success. By acknowledging the importance of our inner qualities and contributions rather than solely focusing on external achievements or possessions, we open ourselves up to a greater sense of contentment and peace. We realize that genuine happiness and fulfillment come from our deep connection to ourselves, others, and the world around us, rather than from material possessions. By embracing humility, we come to understand our interconnectedness with the world and our reliance on the delicate balance of life on this planet. We prioritize the care and protection of the earth and its inhabitants, understanding that our personal decisions and actions greatly influence the overall ecosystem of life. When we embrace a mindset of reverence and respect, we can help heal and restore the planet, while also finding a greater sense of belonging and purpose. It's important to remember the significance of nurturing a sense of inner peace and equanimity, even when life throws challenges and difficulties our way. Life becomes more clear and meaningful when we embrace humility. It allows us to understand that our well-being and happiness don't rely on external factors, but rather on our inner connection to our true nature and purpose. We learn how to develop a sense of inner stability and resilience, and how to handle life's ups and downs with grace and acceptance. This sense of inner peace enables us to navigate the intricacies of life with enhanced simplicity and clarity, and to stay balanced and rooted, even in times of flux and unpredictability. By acknowledging our place in the grand scheme of consciousness and evolution, we can discover a profound sense of purpose and meaning that reaches beyond our own existence. We understand that our personal growth and transformation have a positive impact on the world's awakening and healing. When we embrace the idea of collective evolution, we find joy and fulfillment in being part of life's greater story. Embracing humility means surrendering and trusting in the wisdom and intelligence of the universe. By releasing our desire for control and our fixation on certain results, we open ourselves up to the universe's guidance and support in ways we couldn't have anticipated. We come to trust in the innate goodness and kindness of life, and strive to align ourselves with the natural flow of blessings and prosperity that is ever present. Embracing the law of humility allows us to find peace, purpose, and fulfillment through a strong connection to the greater unfolding of life. The law of humility encourages us to adopt a mindset of selfless service, surrender, and faith in the wisdom of the universe. When we embrace this law, we gain access to profound wisdom, compassion, and grace, and we find a greater purpose and meaning that goes beyond our own lives. By incorporating practices like releasing attachment to ego, developing a receptive presence, showing forgiveness and compassion, and dedicating ourselves to service and contribution, we can create the ideal circumstances for significant personal and collective change. As we embrace humility, we find a profound sense of peace, joy, and fulfillment that comes from being truly connected to ourselves, others, and the world around us. Lesson 5. The Law of Responsibility. The law of responsibility is a core principle that underlies personal growth, empowerment, and spiritual evolution. This law emphasizes that we have the ultimate responsibility for our lives, choices, and experiences. By embracing this responsibility, we can access a deep well of inner strength, resilience, and transformation. By embracing the law of responsibility, we can transform ourselves from feeling like victims and pointing fingers to feeling empowered and in control. We come to understand that we have the ability to shape our reality by the way we think, what we believe, and how we act. The law of responsibility encourages us to take ownership of our lives and acknowledge that we are the ones responsible for our own experiences. We need to recognize that our current situation, whether good or bad, is a direct outcome of the decisions we've made in the past. By making different choices now, we can shape a better future for ourselves. Embracing responsibility means releasing the urge to point fingers at others or external factors for our problems. Instead, we concentrate on taking action to shape the life we want. The way we perceive and interact with the world is heavily influenced by our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. Understanding the impact of our thoughts and beliefs allows us to take control and shape a more positive and empowering reality. This involves releasing negative self-talk, limiting beliefs and self-defeating patterns, and instead fostering a mindset of growth, possibility, and self-love. One crucial element of the law of responsibility involves being proactive and taking action to shape the life we want. Understanding the importance of taking responsibility, we come to realize that our lives are shaped by the decisions we make and the steps we take, rather than being left to chance or fate. We can achieve our desired outcomes by setting clear goals and intentions, creating a plan of action, and consistently taking steps towards them. It also means having the courage to confront challenges and obstacles directly, and to stay determined in the face of setbacks and difficulties. When we choose to take ownership of our lives, it's important to approach self-reflection with an open mind and recognize our personal strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities for improvement. This task can be challenging as it involves facing parts of ourselves that we may be hesitant to acknowledge or ignore. However, through self-awareness and honesty, we can establish a strong base for personal growth and transformation. This allows us to recognize and tackle the underlying causes of our difficulties and limitations. One of the difficulties in accepting the law of responsibility is the inclination to get caught up in cycles of blaming and judging oneself. When we start taking charge of our lives, it's common to fall into a pattern of self-criticism and self-punishment. We may mistakenly believe that we are flawed or inadequate due to our past decisions or current situations. Nevertheless, the law of responsibility encourages us to view ourselves with empathy and comprehension, acknowledging that we are all in a process of learning and development, and that our previous decisions do not determine our value or potential. We can develop a sense of trust and faith in the journey of life through the law of responsibility. Understanding that we can't control every outcome or circumstance, we can still trust in the wisdom and intelligence of the universe to guide and support us when we take responsibility for our lives. This involves embracing uncertainty and relinquishing the desire for complete control. It entails fostering a mindset of receptiveness, adaptability, and flexibility when confronted with the ups and downs of life. Trusting in the journey allows us to embrace life with curiosity, wonder, and enthusiasm, recognizing that each experience brings growth and learning. Another crucial aspect of the law of responsibility is understanding that taking responsibility for our lives is a continuous process that demands dedication, self-control, and determination. We need to consistently prioritize and cultivate our mental and emotional well-being, just like we do with our physical health, in order to feel empowered, resilient, and constantly evolving. We can cultivate our personal growth and evolution by incorporating daily practices and habits like meditation, journaling, self-reflection, and self-care. We are encouraged by the law of responsibility to embrace the power of choice and acknowledge that we always have the freedom to choose how we respond to the challenges and circumstances of life. We have the ability to choose how we interpret and respond to external events and situations, even if we can't control them. Understanding the power of choice allows us to experience a deep sense of freedom and empowerment. It reminds us that we have the ability to shape our own story and create our own reality. Another crucial aspect of the law of responsibility is understanding that taking responsibility for our lives does not require us to be perfect or constantly happy and comfortable. Instead, it's about fully embracing the range of human experiences, from the highs to the lows, the victories to the setbacks, the brightness to the darkness. When we embrace personal accountability, we understand that personal development and change often involve confronting and navigating challenging emotions and situations. These obstacles can actually serve as chances to deepen our self-awareness, build resilience, and gain wisdom. We are encouraged by the law of responsibility to develop a mindset of gratitude and appreciation for the blessings and opportunities we have in our lives. When we embrace personal accountability, it's often tempting to fixate on our shortcomings or future goals, instead of recognizing the richness and splendor already present in our lives. When we practice gratitude and appreciation, our perspective changes. Instead of feeling like we're lacking, we realize that we already have everything we need to live a fulfilling and meaningful life. When we take responsibility for our lives, we unlock a deep well of strength, resilience, and change. We realize that we can shape our reality by how we think, what we believe, and the actions we take. By incorporating self-awareness, self-compassion, proactive action, and trust in life's journey, we can develop a strong sense of responsibility and empowerment. This allows us to recognize that we have the power to shape our own experiences and write our own story. By embracing this powerful law, we can become catalysts for positive change and transformation, both in our personal lives and in the world at large. Lesson 6. The Law of Focus. The law of focus is a basic principle that guides the direction and quality of our lives. It's mentioned that whatever we consistently give our attention to, whether positive or negative, will grow and become real in our lives. This law highlights the immense influence our minds have on our experiences and results, reminding us that we can intentionally steer our attention towards what we truly desire and value. When we align ourselves with the law of focus, we tap into a powerful source of clarity, purpose, and manifestation. This allows us to fully utilize our mental energy and create the life we desire. The law of focus centers around the idea that our attention is a highly valuable and influential resource. In today's fast-paced world, staying focused is crucial for reaching our goals, building meaningful connections, and finding fulfillment. When we let our focus wander and get distracted by outside influences and our own thoughts, we can't fully tap into our mental energy. Yet, as we become adept at controlling our attention and purposefully channeling it towards our highest priorities, we tap into an incredible wellspring of imagination, efficiency, and achievement. An important principle of the law of focus is that whatever we choose to focus on tends to grow. Our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions have a significant impact on our lives, shaping our reality, whether we intend it or not. If we consistently direct our attention towards our fears, doubts, and limitations, we will attract more experiences that strengthen these negative patterns. Alternatively, by directing our attention towards our strengths, aspirations, and possibilities, we can generate a positive momentum that drives us closer to our goals and desires. By being more mindful and discerning about where we focus our attention, we can develop a mindset of abundance, resilience, and growth, even when faced with difficulties and obstacles. Visualization and mental rehearsal are crucial elements of the law of focus. By consistently directing our attention towards a clear and emotionally captivating vision of our goals, we activate the creative power of our minds to turn that vision into reality. When we visualize and practice the thoughts, feelings, and actions that match our goals, our subconscious mind becomes programmed to find ways and resources that help us achieve what we want. Visualization and mental rehearsal are valuable practices that help us align our inner world with our outer reality and take concrete steps towards achieving our dreams. It's not about wishful thinking or escapism, but rather a powerful tool. Being fully present and engaged in the moment is a key aspect of the law of focus. When we constantly focus on the past or the future, thinking about regrets or worries, we miss out on fully experiencing the richness and potential of the present moment. When we learn to stay present, we can access a wellspring of clarity, creativity, and flow, fully engaging in the task or experience at hand. This practice of being fully present in the moment not only boosts our productivity and performance, but also helps us appreciate the beauty and wonder of life. It cultivates a strong sense of gratitude, joy, and fulfillment. A common obstacle we face when trying to align ourselves with the law of focus is the frequent distractions and interruptions that can easily disrupt our attention and progress. In today's fast-paced world filled with constant distractions, it can be challenging to stay focused on what truly matters to us. To effectively harness the power of focus, it's important to develop strategies and practices that help minimize distractions and create a dedicated space for deep work and reflection. One way to achieve this is by establishing clear boundaries for our time and energy. It's also helpful to create environments that promote focus and concentration, both physically and mentally. Additionally, practicing mindfulness and self-awareness can help us recognize when our attention has drifted and guide it back to the present moment. Our level of focus greatly influences the outcomes we achieve and the satisfaction we feel. Approaching our goals and activities with curiosity, openness, and engagement allows us to access a deeper level of learning, creativity, and mastery. However, if we approach our tasks with a positive mindset, free from resistance, judgment, or fear, we can fully engage and excel. By adopting a mindset of growth, experimentation, and self-compassion, we can approach our goals with a sense of ease, enthusiasm, and resilience, even when faced with setbacks and challenges. Regularly reflecting on and refining our priorities and values is important. It helps us direct our attention towards the things that truly matter most. In the fast-paced and intricate world we live in, it's common to lose focus on our true desires and principles. We often find ourselves entangled in the pressures and expectations from others or the allure of immediate diversions. Through regular introspection and self-reflection, we can gain clarity on our purpose and vision, ensuring that our focus is aligned with our most meaningful goals. By intentionally focusing on our goals, we can gain clarity and motivation to make deliberate choices about how we allocate our time and energy. Finally, the law of focus reminds us that we have control over our own reality. We can shape our experiences and outcomes by paying attention to what matters and giving it our best. When we embrace this principle, we can access a deep well of clarity, purpose, and manifestation. This allows us to fully utilize our mental energy and create the life we want. By incorporating techniques like visualization, staying present, managing distractions, and reflecting with intention, we can develop a strong and lasting concentration on the things that are most important to us. This will help us tap into our creativity, boost our productivity, and find fulfillment in all aspects of life. Lesson 7. The Law of Connection. The law of connection is a basic principle that acknowledges the deep interconnectedness of all things in the universe. It emphasizes the interconnectedness of everything and everyone, highlighting how our thoughts, actions, and energy can create a ripple effect that extends beyond our own lives. This law encourages us to acknowledge our place in the interconnectedness of life, understanding that we are not alone, but rather an essential component of a vast and intricate system of connections and exchanges. When we align ourselves with the law of connection, we tap into a profound source of meaning, purpose, and belonging. This helps us cultivate a stronger sense of compassion, empathy, and unity with all of existence. The law of connection is rooted in the concept that all things in the universe are composed of energy, which is in a constant state of flow, interaction, and transformation. Everything in the universe, from the tiniest particles to the largest galaxies, is interconnected through the fascinating interplay of energy and vibration. Our thoughts, emotions, and actions have a profound effect on the energy field that envelops us. This impact extends beyond our personal lives, reaching those around us and even the entire world. It's important to remember that our actions have consequences, not just for others, but for ourselves as well. We are all interconnected in the complex web of life. On the other hand, when we choose to be kind, compassionate, and respectful towards others, we create a positive impact that benefits all our relationships. Understanding the importance of our interconnectedness helps us develop a stronger sense of responsibility and care for the world. We realize that our actions can have significant consequences that go beyond our own lives. The law of connection revolves around the strength of relationships and community. Our natural inclination towards connection and belonging means that our relationships with others have a significant impact on our well-being, contentment, and sense of purpose. Building strong and meaningful connections with others can provide us with a valuable source of support, strength, and personal development. By sharing our experiences, both positive and challenging, with those who can uplift and encourage us, we can cultivate a sense of resilience and growth. Through the establishment of supportive communities founded on common values, respect, and empathetic communication, we foster a robust network of connection and cooperation that assists us in navigating life's intricacies and difficulties more smoothly and gracefully. We should acknowledge and respect the various ways in which we are connected to the natural world, as the law of connection teaches us. We rely on the planet's health and vitality for our own survival and well-being. Everything from the air we breathe, to the food we eat, to the beauty of the ecosystems is crucial to us. By appreciating and valuing the beauty and importance of the natural world, we connect with the larger patterns and cycles of life, understanding our role in the greater fabric of existence. Connecting with nature can have a profound impact on our well-being, providing a sense of stability, restoration, and motivation by reminding us of our deep connection to the world around us. A common obstacle to fully embracing the law of connection is the feeling of separation and isolation that is prevalent in today's society. Amidst a society that values personal success, rivalry, and self-centeredness, it's often overlooked how we are all connected and part of a bigger network of relationships. In order to align with the law of connection, it's important to adopt practices and perspectives that help us see beyond the illusion of separateness. By acknowledging our interconnectedness, we can find common ground, even amidst apparent differences and divisions. Practices like meditation, mindfulness, compassion, and service, along with genuine communication and collaboration with others, can be helpful. We are connected not only to the physical world, but also to the intangible aspects of consciousness and energy that exist throughout the universe. Our thoughts, intentions, and prayers have a significant impact on the broader field of consciousness, affecting not just our own lives, but also the lives of others and the world as a whole. By fostering a strong connection to the spiritual realm, we can access valuable guidance, wisdom, and transformative energy, aligning ourselves with the greater flow of the universe. The law of connection encourages us to embrace empathy and compassion in our relationships and interactions with others. Understanding and empathizing with the experiences and perspectives of others helps us connect on a deeper level. bridging the gaps that divide us and acknowledging our shared humanity and the universal challenges we face. Developing a strong sense of empathy and compassion lays the groundwork for healing, reconciliation, and unity, even in challenging times of conflict and division. This practice of compassionate connection has the power to transform our lives and make a positive impact on our relationships. It creates a ripple effect of kindness and understanding that can contribute to healing the world. By acknowledging our innate bond with others, the environment, and the spiritual realm, we access a profound wellspring of significance, direction, and inclusion, fostering a heightened sense of kindness, understanding, and harmony with everything around us. By engaging in practices like meditation, mindfulness, service, and authentic communication, we can establish a strong basis for healing, reconciliation, and transformation in our lives and the world. By recognizing our interconnectedness and showing care for all beings, we can make a positive impact and help life thrive. Lesson 8. The Law of Giving and Hospitality. Generosity, kindness, and open-heartedness are key principles that the Law of Giving and Hospitality emphasizes. It is a timeless concept that highlights the importance of these qualities in our interactions with others. This law acknowledges the importance of giving and receiving in our lives. It highlights how embracing generosity and hospitality can bring us joy, connection, and abundance. When we freely and selflessly give, without expecting anything in return, we align ourselves with the natural rhythm of life. This creates a positive cycle of mutual support and kindness that not only enhances our own lives, but also benefits those around us. The law of giving and hospitality is rooted in the idea that we are all connected, and that the welfare of each person is closely linked to the welfare of the entire community. When we contribute to others, whether it's through material resources, time, energy, or compassion, we acknowledge the deep connection we have with one another. We understand that we are all part of a larger network of relationships and interactions. When we go beyond our close circle of loved ones, our acts of kindness and care have a positive impact on many others, making the world a more compassionate and harmonious place. The law of giving and hospitality emphasizes that genuine giving is not about a transaction, but rather a sincere way to show our natural generosity and concern for others. When we give with the expectation of receiving something in return, whether material or emotional, we restrict the transformative potential of our generosity. This can create a sense of obligation and indebtedness that undermines the true spirit of connection and care. In order to align ourselves with the law of giving and hospitality, it is important to develop a mindset of unconditional generosity. This means giving freely and openly, without expecting anything in return. Practicing selfless giving brings us immense joy and fulfillment. It also motivates others to be more generous and caring, creating a ripple effect of kindness and compassion. Another crucial aspect of the law of giving and hospitality is understanding that hospitality is a sacred act that involves welcoming and honoring the inherent worth and dignity of all beings. When we welcome others into our lives, we create an environment that is warm, comforting, and inclusive. This affirms the inherent worth and humanity of every person, regardless of their background, beliefs, or situation. This practice of radical hospitality fosters a strong sense of connection and community, while also dismantling the barriers of fear, prejudice, and misunderstanding that often separate us, creating a strong foundation for healing, reconciliation, and unity in our personal relationships and the world at large is possible through fostering openness, acceptance, and inclusivity. We are reminded by the law of giving and hospitality to appreciate and respect the distinct abilities and talents that every person contributes to society. Sharing our passions, skills, and creativity with others brings us immense joy, purpose, and fulfillment. When we give our gifts selflessly, we not only bring joy to others, but also find greater purpose and connection in the world. This practice of genuine giving enables us to express our true nature and encourages others to uncover and share their own special talents, fostering a strong synergy of creativity, innovation, and collaboration. Aligning ourselves with the law of giving and hospitality can be challenging due to the perception of scarcity and lack that often pervades modern society. Amidst a society that values competition, accumulation, and self-interest, it's common to adopt a mindset of fear and hoarding. This mindset convinces us that resources are scarce, and we must prioritize our own interests above all else. In order to fully embrace the spirit of generosity and hospitality, it is important to adopt a mindset of abundance and trust. By recognizing the inherent generosity of the universe and freely giving, we align ourselves with the natural flow of life. This change in viewpoint not only frees us from the fear of scarcity, but also allows us to experience a deep sense of connection, gratitude, and happiness as we acknowledge the natural abundance and beauty of the world surrounding us. Providing assistance in the form of food, shelter, and financial support is a meaningful way to show our generosity and hospitality. However, it is just as crucial to offer emotional and spiritual support to others by being present, listening, and showing compassion during difficult times. Through fostering empathy and understanding, we can create a nurturing environment where others feel acknowledged and appreciated in their difficulties. This act of emotional and spiritual generosity not only fosters a feeling of connection and belonging, but also eases the suffering and isolation that often come with being human. The concept of giving and hospitality reminds us to acknowledge and appreciate the reciprocal nature of giving and receiving. It emphasizes that generosity is not a one-sided endeavor, but rather a fluid exchange of energy and compassion. When we freely and openly give, we create a strong flow of abundance and goodwill that naturally circulates back to us, sometimes in surprising and miraculous ways. By embracing the inherent balance of life, we can let go of the fear of not having enough and realize that the more we give, the more we receive in both tangible and intangible forms. This perspective on the cyclical nature of giving and receiving enhances our sense of abundance and trust. It also contributes to a more balanced and harmonious world where the needs and desires of all beings are met with love and care. When we acknowledge how we are all connected and practice generosity and kindness, we can experience deep happiness, meaningful connections, and a sense of abundance. This creates a positive cycle of giving and goodwill that not only benefits us, but also those around us. By engaging in acts of selflessness, extending warm hospitality, and expressing our true selves, we can harmonize with the natural rhythm of life and help create a kinder and more balanced world. By embracing the law of giving and hospitality, we can become powerful agents of positive change. Through using our unique gifts and resources, we have the ability to create a world filled with love, unity, and abundance for all beings. Lesson 9. The Law of Here and Now. The law of here and now emphasizes the significance of being fully present in the current moment, fully aware and appreciative of the wonders and joys of life as they unfold. This law acknowledges the importance of living in the present moment and being fully aware of our surroundings. By practicing mindfulness, we can experience a deep sense of peace, clarity, and vitality. By embracing the present moment and letting go of past regrets and future anxieties, we can experience a profound sense of connection, purpose, and joy. The essence of the law of here and now is rooted in the notion that life only truly exists in the present moment. Our minds tend to wander into thoughts of the past or future, but these are just mental constructs that distract us from the richness of the present moment. By practicing the art of anchoring our awareness in the present moment, we can start to perceive life in a more immediate and unfiltered manner, devoid of the influence of our preconceived notions and beliefs. Practicing present moment awareness brings clarity and authenticity to our experience. It helps us respond to life's challenges and opportunities with wisdom, creativity, and compassion. The law of here and now emphasizes the importance of recognizing the present moment as a pathway to a deeper level of consciousness and existence. When we are completely focused and mindful, we start to feel a sense of calm and tranquility that exists beneath the continuous activity and fluctuations of the outside world. This sense of inner stillness serves as the wellspring of our authentic essence, allowing us to forge a profound connection with the boundless and everlasting dimensions of our existence. By embracing the practice of resting in pure awareness, we can access a deep well of inner peace, wisdom, and intuition. This empowers us to gracefully navigate the challenges that life presents. Regardless of what we're doing, the way we show up can turn even the most ordinary tasks into chances for personal development, bonding, and satisfaction. When we learn to fully focus and be present in each moment, we not only enhance our own lives, but also create a more vibrant and harmonious world. We are encouraged to accept the ever-changing nature of reality through the law of here and now. It's important to recognize that everything in the universe is constantly changing, even though we may prefer to think otherwise. When we fully accept this basic truth, we can release our resistance to change and allow life to flow naturally. This practice of embracing and letting go not only brings a deeper sense of calm and strength in the face of life's obstacles, but also helps us cherish the fleeting beauty and value of every moment. Aligning ourselves with the law of here and now can be challenging due to the constant pull of our thoughts and emotions. They often distract us and disconnect us from the present moment. In order to enhance our sense of presence and awareness, it is important to establish practices and techniques that assist us in focusing our attention on the present moment. Practices like mindfulness, meditation, deep breathing, sensory awareness, and conscious movement can help us stay present and connected to our bodies and surroundings. This means being open to all aspects of our human experience, whether they are pleasant or unpleasant. It's important to acknowledge that pleasure and pain are both natural aspects of being human. By approaching each moment with an open and accepting heart, we can cultivate a greater sense of wholeness and resilience. This practice of embracing and accepting all aspects of life enables us to navigate challenges more smoothly and gracefully. It also cultivates a deep sense of compassion and empathy towards ourselves and others. The law of here and now encourages us to appreciate and be grateful for the everyday blessings and miracles in life. By being completely present and attentive, we can truly appreciate the beauty and awe that exists in every moment. It could be as simple as feeling the sun's warmth on our skin, hearing a child's laughter, or experiencing the peacefulness of a starry night sky. By embracing and cherishing these moments of grace, we not only enhance our own lives, but also contribute to a world filled with gratitude and love. Lastly, the law of here and now reminds us that finding joy, purpose, and fulfillment in life is all about fully and authentically embracing the present moment. Through developing a strong sense of being present and aware, we can connect with the natural rhythm of life, accessing a rich wellspring of insight, innovation, and vitality. By incorporating mindfulness, acceptance, and gratitude into our lives, we can fully appreciate each moment and find a profound sense of connection, purpose, and joy. The law of here and now serves as a crucial reminder to fully embrace and appreciate the present moment, where life's wonders and joys are revealed. Understanding that the present moment is the only reality allows us to develop a strong sense of mindfulness and consciousness, accessing a profound wellspring of tranquility, understanding, and vitality. By incorporating mindfulness, acceptance, and gratitude into our lives, we can better connect with the natural rhythm of life and fully embrace the possibilities of each moment. By embracing the law of here and now, we can experience a profound sense of connection, purpose, and joy. This contributes to creating a more vibrant and harmonious world for ourselves and all beings. Lesson 10. The Law of Change. The law of change is a basic principle that acknowledges the temporary and ever-changing nature of everything in the universe. This law emphasizes the importance of embracing and adapting to the constant flow of change in life. By doing so, we can experience significant growth, resilience, and transformation. By embracing the law of change, we let go of our attachment to specific outcomes and identities. This allows us to be open to the countless possibilities and opportunities that present themselves in every moment. By embracing a mindset of flexibility, adaptability, and openness, we can navigate life's constantly changing landscape with ease and grace. In doing so, we uncover a profound sense of purpose, creativity, and vitality. The law of change revolves around the concept that the universe is in a perpetual state of movement and alteration, emphasizing that nothing in life remains permanent or unchanging. Everything in the universe, from tiny particles to the vastness of space, is constantly undergoing a cycle of creation, destruction, and renewal. This basic principle holds true for our own lives, as we navigate through the different phases and obstacles of our personal and collective growth. When we accept that change is a natural part of life, we can view it as an exciting journey of self-discovery and personal growth. The law of change emphasizes the importance of understanding that resistance to change can cause a lot of suffering and frustration in our lives. When we hold on to the idea of things being permanent and stable, it can make us feel rigid and stagnant. This can leave us feeling stuck, unfulfilled, and disconnected from the natural flow of life. When we stop holding on to specific expectations and labels, we become receptive to the countless opportunities that present themselves in every moment. Embracing surrender and acceptance brings a profound sense of tranquility and enables us to access our natural creativity, adaptability, and strength when confronted with life's obstacles. Change can be uncomfortable and even painful at times. However, it is through life's challenges and disruptions that we are pushed to step outside our comfort zones, question our assumptions and beliefs, and uncover new aspects of ourselves and the world. When we learn to embrace change, we can discover the blessings and gifts that come from difficult circumstances. This change in viewpoint not only assists us in facing life's difficulties with more bravery and strength, but also enables us to uncover a more profound sense of significance, intention, and satisfaction. The law of change encourages us to develop a mindset of curiosity, experimentation, and adaptability when confronted with life's constant shifts and surprises. Instead of resisting or avoiding change, we embrace each moment with curiosity and excitement, ready to explore the potential for new insights, experiences, and opportunities. This mindset of curiosity and experimentation not only keeps us interested and motivated when faced with life's obstacles, but also enables us to unleash our natural creativity and innovation, uncovering fresh solutions and opportunities that we may not have previously explored. A common challenge when trying to align ourselves with the law of change is our tendency to hold on to our past experiences, identities, and beliefs. When we have a flexible mindset and embrace new ways of thinking and being, we open ourselves up to adapt and grow in the face of life's constant changes. In order to embrace the law of change, it's important to develop a mindset of adaptability and openness towards our own personal growth. This means understanding that our identity is not set in stone, but rather a continuous reflection of our core values, interests, and abilities. When we learn to release our limiting beliefs and identities, we create space for the countless opportunities life presents for personal growth and transformation. Another crucial aspect of the law of change is understanding that embracing change often involves being open to taking risks and venturing into unfamiliar territory. Life's challenges and uncertainties can reveal our inner strength, resilience, and potential, even though they may feel unfamiliar and unpredictable. As we learn to accept and navigate through change, we can cultivate courage, confidence, and trust in ourselves and the journey of life. Being open to taking risks and embracing the unknown can lead to breaking free from limiting patterns and beliefs. It also opens up new opportunities and possibilities that we may have never considered before. We are encouraged to develop a strong sense of presence and awareness as we navigate through life's ever-changing landscape. Being fully present and engaged in the moment allows us to effectively navigate the challenges and opportunities that come our way, responding with clarity, creativity, and compassion. By mastering the art of staying present, we can access a deep well of calm and strength, even when faced with life's most chaotic and unpredictable moments. This practice of being fully present in the moment not only helps us to stay grounded and centered in the face of change, but also allows us to fully enjoy and appreciate the beauty and richness of each passing moment. The law of change reminds us that finding a meaningful and fulfilling life doesn't come from resisting or avoiding change. Instead, it comes from embracing and aligning ourselves with the constant flow and evolution of life. When we embrace a mindset of being open, adaptable, and resilient, we start to view change as an opportunity for personal growth, learning, and transformation. By incorporating mindfulness, self-reflection, and experimentation into our lives, we can effectively navigate life's constant changes. In doing so, we can uncover a profound sense of purpose, creativity, and vitality. It encourages us to embrace and align ourselves with the continuous flow and evolution of life. When we learn to release our attachment to specific outcomes and identities, adopt a flexible mindset, and stay focused on the present moment, we unlock a powerful potential for personal growth, resilience, and transformation. Embracing the law of change leads to a greater sense of purpose, creativity, and aliveness, making the world more dynamic and evolving for everyone. Let's all embrace the ever-changing nature of life and seize the countless chances for personal growth and transformation. Lesson 11. The Law of Patience and Reward. The law of patience and reward highlights the transformative power of perseverance, trust, and faith in our lives. This law acknowledges that the path of personal growth and achievement can be challenging and time-consuming. However, by embracing patience, and having faith in the journey, we can unlock the countless blessings and rewards that life has in store for us. By embracing the principle of patience and reward, we let go of our desire for immediate satisfaction and approval from others. Instead, we concentrate on taking small, consistent steps that ultimately bring us long-term success and satisfaction. Embracing patience, persistence, and faith can help us find inner strength and resilience, enabling us to handle life's challenges and setbacks with grace, wisdom, and determination. The law of patience and reward is rooted in the idea that the universe follows its own timing and intelligence. Achieving our goals and desires often involves a period of preparation, growth, and waiting. Similar to how a seed needs time, nourishment, and care to grow into a beautiful flower, our dreams and aspirations also need patience, perseverance, and trust to become a reality. Understanding the importance of embracing life's natural rhythm and flow helps us appreciate that the journey is as significant as the destination. The challenges and obstacles we encounter along the way are crucial for our personal development and progress. The law of patience and reward emphasizes that true success and fulfillment are not solely determined by external markers or achievements. Instead, they are measured by the depth of our inner growth, wisdom, and character. It's normal to want material abundance, recognition, and success. However, the law of patience and reward reminds us that these things come as a result of living a fulfilling life and reflecting our inner state of being. When we prioritize developing our inner qualities like integrity, compassion, resilience, and purpose, we start to attract external circumstances and opportunities that align with our values and goals. This change in viewpoint not only brings a heightened feeling of tranquility and satisfaction in the current moment, but also assists us in navigating the unavoidable highs and lows of life with more composure and elegance. Although we may have a clear vision or goal in mind, the path to its manifestation may not always be straightforward or predictable. Actually, it's often the unexpected detours, setbacks, and challenges we face that help us uncover our inner strength, resilience, and purpose. Through developing trust in the wisdom and intelligence of the universe, we come to realize that every experience, regardless of its nature, presents a chance for personal growth and learning. This practice of surrender and trust allows us to navigate life's uncertainties with ease and grace, while also revealing the abundant blessings and rewards that can be found in unexpected places. The law of patience and reward reminds us to embrace a profound sense of gratitude and appreciation for the journey of life, acknowledging that each step we take is a precious gift. By embracing a mindset of curiosity, wonder, and gratitude, we can uncover the beauty and abundance that exists in every moment, even during tough times. By directing our attention towards the positive aspects of our lives, we create an environment of optimism and abundance that draws in even more blessings and rewards. Practicing gratitude and appreciation has a positive impact on both ourselves and those around us, making the world a more joyful and harmonious place. Aligning ourselves with the law of patience and reward can be challenging due to the prevalent culture of instant gratification and quick fixes that surrounds us. In today's fast-paced society, it can be challenging to maintain the patience and determination required to reach our long-term objectives. In order to fully embrace the law of patience and reward, it is crucial to cultivate a solid inner foundation of self-discipline, focus, and determination. One way to approach this is by setting clear intentions, breaking down big goals into smaller, more manageable steps, and taking time to celebrate the small victories as you progress. Through cultivating a dedicated and steadfast mindset towards our personal and spiritual development, we can acquire the inner fortitude and adaptability required to gracefully handle the obstacles that arise in life. It's worth noting that the law of patience and reward teaches us that the rewards we're after might not always come in the way we anticipate or prefer. Sometimes the universe has a knack for bringing us blessings and opportunities in unexpected ways. It's important to stay open and receptive to the different forms that abundance can come in. When we let go of our expectations and time frames, we open up room for the universe to bring us the right people, resources, and experiences that are truly in line with what's best for us. By embracing openness and receptivity, we can steer clear of disappointment and frustration, while also welcoming the multitude of blessings and rewards that life has to offer. The law of patience and reward reminds us to develop a strong sense of self-confidence and intuition, acknowledging that we all have a distinct journey and mission in this lifetime. It's natural to compare ourselves to others or seek validation from others. But the law of patience and reward reminds us to look within ourselves for guidance. By developing our ability to listen to our inner guidance and intuition, we can start to have faith in the fact that we are always in the right place at the right time. Our experiences, whether they are difficult or joyful, are all part of a bigger plan for our personal development and progress. This practice of trusting ourselves and having inner clarity not only brings a sense of peace and confidence in the present moment, but also helps us to stay aligned with our values, even when faced with external pressures or distractions. The law of patience and reward serves as a reminder that life's journey is complex and unpredictable. When we embrace patience, perseverance, and trust, we create space for the many blessings and rewards that life has in store for us. We learn that challenges and setbacks can actually lead to personal growth and transformation. By incorporating gratitude, self-discipline, openness, and self-trust into our lives, we can connect with the natural rhythm and flow of the universe. This connection leads to a deep sense of purpose, joy, and fulfillment. Overall, the concept of patience and reward highlights the importance of staying committed and having faith in the process of personal growth and development. When we let go of the need for immediate rewards and approval from others, and instead concentrate on taking small, consistent steps towards long-term achievement and happiness, we discover a deep well of inner power and resilience. By embracing patience, persistence, and faith, we can uncover the beauty and richness that exists in every moment. This mindset attracts even more blessings and rewards into our lives. Let's embrace the journey of life with patience, grace, and unwavering determination, trusting in the wisdom and intelligence of the universe. Lesson 12. The law of significance and inspiration. The law of significance and inspiration emphasizes the immense influence we have on our surroundings and the boundless potential we have to lead a purposeful, passionate, and meaningful life. This law acknowledges the fact that every individual possesses their own distinct abilities, skills, and life experiences that they are meant to contribute to society. By accessing our inner sources of inspiration and meaning, we have the potential to create a significant impact and bring about positive transformation. By embracing the law of significance and inspiration, we can shift our perspective from being isolated people to recognizing our interconnectedness and our ability to influence our own lives and the lives of others. When we recognize our own worth and commit to a life of service, creativity, and purpose, we experience a deep sense of joy, fulfillment, and meaning that extends beyond ourselves. The law of significance and inspiration is rooted in the belief that every individual possesses a distinct purpose and mission in life, a calling that is intricately intertwined with their very essence. The purpose of our lives may differ for each individual, but the core idea remains unchanged: to be true to ourselves, to contribute our unique abilities to society, and to create a positive influence on others. When we connect with a deeper sense of purpose and significance, we find inspiration and motivation to overcome challenges. This connection to our higher calling brings a clear sense of direction and purpose to our lives, making our actions and choices more meaningful and significant. The law of significance and inspiration emphasizes that genuine fulfillment and happiness stem from being true to ourselves and living in alignment with our core values, rather than seeking validation or material success. It's common to desire recognition and rewards for our hard work and accomplishments. However, the law of significance and inspiration reminds us that these measures of success are ultimately temporary and superficial. The true meaning and motivation come from within, from the understanding that we are living in alignment with our core beliefs and values, and that we are utilizing our special abilities and skills to create a beneficial impact on the world. When we prioritize our inner alignment and purpose over external markers of success, we discover a deep sense of peace, contentment, and fulfillment that isn't reliant on our external circumstances. By committing to a life of service, compassion, and contribution, we can not only enhance our own lives, but also make a significant impact on the world. Through our actions, teachings, and dedication to positive change, we have the power to create a significant impact on a global level. This perspective on our interconnectedness and ability to make a difference not only instills a stronger sense of responsibility and purpose in our lives, but also links us to a wider community of people who share our vision of a better, more caring future for everyone. We are encouraged to foster a strong sense of creativity, curiosity, and wonder in our lives, as these qualities are crucial for accessing our deepest sources of inspiration and purpose. By embracing a mindset of curiosity and adventure, we can unlock fresh perspectives and uncover unexpected paths in life, leading us to uncharted territories of potential and growth. By embracing our creative instincts and pursuing our curiosity, we not only broaden our own perspectives, but also add to the shared wealth of knowledge, innovation, and beauty in the world. Engaging in creative exploration and discovery can bring immense joy and fulfillment to our lives, while also providing us with the energy and inspiration to overcome challenges and setbacks. Aligning ourselves with the law of significance and inspiration can be challenging due to the distractions, demands, and expectations of the external world. In a world that often prioritizes productivity, efficiency, and conformity over creativity, authenticity, and purpose, it's common to lose sight of our true calling and settle for a life of mediocrity and compromise. In order to fully embrace the law of significance and inspiration, it is important to develop a solid inner foundation of self-awareness, integrity, and courage. Practices like meditation, journaling, self-reflection, and setting boundaries and priorities can be helpful. Developing a strong connection to our true selves and our core values allows us to navigate life's complexities with more clarity, confidence, and purpose. Many times, it is the difficulties, setbacks, and obstacles we encounter that help us uncover our inner strength, resilience, and potential. When we learn to accept the challenges and unknowns that come with growth and change, we start to view every experience as a chance to learn, grow, and discover more about ourselves. By looking at challenges from a different perspective, We can not only push through tough times, but also gain valuable insights and growth for our personal and spiritual development. We are encouraged to develop a profound sense of gratitude and appreciation for the numerous blessings and opportunities that life offers us, as per the law of significance and inspiration. By embracing gratitude and curiosity, we can uncover the profound meaning and beauty that exists in even the tiniest moments of our lives. By directing our attention towards the positive aspects of our lives, we create an environment of positivity and abundance that draws in even more blessings and opportunities. Practicing gratitude and appreciation has a positive impact on our own well-being and the people around us. It helps create a happier and more compassionate world. Ultimately, the law of significance and inspiration encourages us to embrace our individual purpose and potential, and to commit to a life filled with passion, creativity, and contribution. When we connect with our inner sources of inspiration and significance, we experience a deep sense of joy, fulfillment, and meaning that extends beyond ourselves. By developing a solid understanding of ourselves and embracing qualities like honesty and bravery, we can navigate life with a mindset of curiosity and appreciation. This allows us to make a significant impact and inspire positive transformations worldwide. May we all find the courage and determination to embrace the law of significance and inspiration, uncovering a life full of endless potential and meaning, and working towards a brighter and more compassionate future for everyone. Final lesson: 12 Laws of Karma. Throughout this journey, we have come to realize that the laws of karma are not just abstract concepts or philosophical ideas. Instead, they provide a practical and powerful framework for living a life of integrity, compassion, and purpose. By incorporating these principles into our everyday thoughts, words, and actions, we can create a fulfilling life filled with love, abundance, and joy. This positive and inspiring life will have a ripple effect on those around us. As we continue on our journey, it's important to keep in mind that the path of karmic alignment is a lifelong process of growth, learning, and self-discovery. Like a seed, we need time, nourishment, and care to reach our full potential. Similarly, embodying the wisdom and truth of these timeless laws requires patience, perseverance, and dedication. The laws of karma have a beautiful way of meeting us exactly where we are, in every moment, and giving us the chance to choose a path that leads to greater consciousness, compassion, and connection. These principles are always there to guide and support us, whether we're facing challenges or celebrating moments of joy. They remind us of our worth, potential, and connection to all of life. As we finish reading this book, let's do it with a fresh sense of dedication, intention, and potential. Understanding that the path of karma is one of continuous development, exploration, and progress. Let us keep moving forward with an open heart and a curious mind, always striving to deepen our understanding and embrace these timeless truths. We can trust that the laws of karma will always lead us towards our best outcomes. Let us fully embrace this journey and always remember that we have the power to create a meaningful and fulfilling life. It is within us, ready to be awakened and expressed at any moment.